Welcome to episode 124 of Let's Play Civilization 3, Play the World. Alrighty, now we are moving our troops in, as we always are, for more invasions of German territory. What I'm doing now is taking all these excess modern armor that I have sitting around from previous attacks and bringing them in to be part of new invasions. It's always a good idea to do this every so often in wars, because you don't want to use your troops inefficiently. You want to use your troops as much as you can. Also, I have some leftover tanks from the former Celtic regions, and I'm going to upgrade those to modern armor to take part in this attack. Alright. So, it's going to be a lot of moving of units around. Alright. I'll leave at least one tank in each city. Looks like the city of Entremont, which was once the Celtic capital, is building up its status again as one of our cities, which is always nice to see. Alright. Now, just too far away for the bombers to reach Bremen. They'll have to just settle for bombing Salzburg for now. But, as you can see, Bremen is the Germans' new capital, and as such, it is our next target, our next major target, that is. We always have a number of smaller targets. So, we'll bring this guy in for a shot. And next we're going to cruise him up over to Arab territory to see what they're capable of. Because, as you probably guessed, our old friends the Arabs will not be our friends much longer once the Germans are taken over. And I found out in this video they have mechanized infantry and modern armor, so they aren't to be taken lightly. But anyway, we're attacking the Germans here, bombing their city of Salzburg, which I had hoped would be the next target of my southern units, but unfortunately that's not to be. So, as it is, moving these guys onward to New Frankfurt to await sufficient numbers to begin the Bonn attack. Alright, moving them along. Fortify all these guys. That's right. Even Tokyo has produced a modern armor. I'm going to have it produce a hospital. It's funny, I captured that city, must have been video 20 or 30 or so, and it still hasn't made itself a modern part of the empire. Well, that happens with faraway cities. Alright. We're going to bring these modern armor in as well, into New Frankfurt. Can't wait until I get railroads in all that area to make it easier to do that. But then I think of something. You know, I have sufficient forces to begin the assault on Bremen right away. Not only do I have sufficient forces, but I probably have overwhelming forces. So, first we'll send in that mech infantry. And next we will start sending in modern armor, one by one, until we have quite a troop. Now, you see that destroyed city that's sitting there in German territory. Well, you might remember, because that was a city we destroyed back in video 60-something during one of our previous wars with the Germans. Interesting to note that they never rebuilt that, despite a source of rubber right next to it. Oh well. At least that gives us one less city to destroy in our advance. Alright, injured units will stay behind. They'll rejoin us later. Alright. Let's send them in. And these workers will just move them up here to join these units. Yes, we've been very proficient at destroying cities over these last few turns. I believe that was Bonn up there and Hanover down there, both which have now been burnt to the ground, never to be seen or heard from again. Alright, so we'll send this guy to build a road to there, whichever way is fastest. And these units have to go across some unimproved terrain to get there, so they might not be able to be part of the invasion next turn, but at least they'll be on hand for future turns. Really, we're rolling right through. We're pretty much conquering as quickly as our modern armor can move. It's really a great thing. Now, you might not believe it now, but when we get to the histograph after we win, you'll see how quick it is. And what is the histograph? Well, you shall see very shortly. Alright. Bring these guys in. And I want to upgrade this tank. Alright, three of these four guys can go down there. It's going to take them a while to get down there, but that's okay. That doesn't bother me at all. And, alright, it's now the AI's turn. Okay. Alright, first we're going to talk to the Arabs. And it turns out they have a technology we don't, but they'll be damned if they trade it with us. They're still mad over something we did with the Koreans, which I don't remember, and which I doubt any of you remember either. But anyway, see, there they have modern armor. Not sure where they got it from, because I thought they were lacking several resources. But that's okay. And here come the Germans to counterattack with a vengeance. And they're getting lucky because they haven't got a single hit point. But it turns around now as, well, okay, kind of turns around. He wins, but at heavy cost. Alright, another guy comes, and another battle with no hit points for the Germans. But this guy is stronger. He stands up to him. And it turns out he adequately defends himself. Alright. So this infantry tries to attack and fails. Well, you should never attack a unit 3 times your ability, even if it is injured. Alright, back to our turn now. Might as well build a hospital there. No need to build anything else. Alright, so get those guys. Yes, the nuclear fallout is still quite severe. Well, ladies and gentlemen, there's not really enough time to show you the Bonn attack, so I'm just going to do this minor Salisbury attack. Alright, so send him in, and yes. And now we will send him in, even though he's injured. This shouldn't be too hard. Wears him down, but that's alright. Oh look, cavalry. Well, we'll get rid of him quite quickly. Alright, and he's gone, and the city is ours. Well, that brings us to the end of this episode. Oh, you hear that? It sounds like my pizza's ready. Excellent. Well, I'll see you all next time on episode 125. Hope you enjoyed it. See you later, everybody.